I'm Bert McEntee, Program Chair for Wallace State Community College Flight. Wallace State Flight was originally founded in 1978 for training pilots and career in the airline industry, corporate aviation, helicopter flights, and we've been very successful. We've got thousands of pilots flying. We've got pilots flying with the airlines, pilots flying with emergency medical services, offshore helicopters, law enforcement, corporate aviation, and our program continues to build and to grow. The state of the art in aviation right now, aviation is booming. If you've read anything in the newspapers or on the internet, there's a tremendous pilot shortage, and we're experiencing that right now. The FAA changed the hiring requirements for restricted airline transport pilot, which is the entry-level certificate to get into the airlines, from 250 to 1,500 hours a few years ago. However, if you go through a 2-year or 4-year college, the hours are reduced to 1,000 or 1,250, depending on if it's a 2-year or 4-year college. We have recently met with Auburn University and in the process of negotiating for our students to be able to get into the right seat, a regional airline, at 1,000 hours instead of 1,500. So with all the jobs opening up in the airline industry, there's been a tremendous shortage of flight instructors, corporate pilots. So aviation is absolutely booming. Boeing has estimated it's going to be over 500,000 pilots needed worldwide in the next 20 years, over 100,000 in the United States alone. They have recently announced, the FAA, a program for military helicopter pilots to transition to airline cockpits. So this is putting a strain on the aviation industry in the United States, both airlines and corporate and military. Everybody's scrambling for pilots right now. Not only pilot careers, but aircraft mechanics, air traffic controllers. Everything in the aviation field is absolutely booming. It's the best time in years for a young person to come in a career in aviation. And that's what we do at Wallace State. We get them basically for the basic certificates and ratings to go to work. Commercial pilot with an instrument rating with the option to get multi-engine. And this is the basic certifications and ratings to go to work in field. We also do a lot of outside training, people that are upgrading their training, getting instrument ratings, commercial pilot certificates, flight and ground instructor certificates. We also do this. So we have been very active in the community, on the community side, community aviation. We give a lot of flight reviews, instrument proficiency checks, aircraft checkouts. So like I say, we have been a force in the aviation training industry in Alabama since 1978. Another area of interest that Wallace State Flight can help people in the community with, we are giving the FAA drone exams for people that want to fly recreationally or for commercially. We can give the knowledge test, which is required. It's basically a private pilot airplane knowledge test. But when people are ready to take the test, we can give that test and you get instant results, and you can get your drone pilot certificate from the FAA, and we can give you the knowledge test which qualifies you for the drone certificate. And this area is actually booming also for real estate developers, power line patrol, survey. It is absolutely booming.